Hi guys, I'd like to welcome you all back to the Bush Bunker. I know we haven't done a video in a while, but today we'll be doing the MAK90, which is it's a Chinese Norinco. It's an AK variant. We'll be doing a video on this gun today with my new mag that I just bought today. It is a Korean mag, made in Korea. SGM Tactical. Let's see how it works, how it feeds, see if it wonders, you know, let's do 30 shots and then let's get back to the house and talk about it once we get it all done. Let's wait for this car to pass and we will be shooting. This is also shooting 7.62 by 39 Russian ammo. Let's get back at it. Let's do these targets right here that are here. Woo, that was awesome. No more ammo, fed awesomely. 30 rounds, so 7.60 by 39. Alright guys, let's get back to the house and let's talk about it. How's it going guys? I'd like to say welcome back to the Bush Bunker. My name is Moses, your host, and today we will be talking about the Chinese Norinco MAK90. This one is a sporter. It says MAK90 sporter, and the serial number on this one is 93. So it begins with 93. So that means this one was made and sent in 1993. So I bought this one from Alaska, well, Soldotna Ammo here in Soldotna, and I bought this one for $600. It was covered in rust when I bought it. It was secondhand from whoever they were selling it for. So it does have some pittings and some gray marks. It is shiny, but I took off the rust as best as I could with a Scotch-Brite pad. I didn't want to ruin it, because what I plan on doing is I plan on having them sandblast this, and then I'm going to Cerakote it. But anyway, let's get back to the topic. This one was made in 1993. This is all original furniture that came with the gun. I don't know if it was black when they originally had it. I doubt that. I doubt the person that had this before me painted it black or did something about that. But anyway, this is called the butthole stock. Obviously why it looks, there's a hole like this, and people don't like them, but it works. And I plan on keeping it in this format. The reason I plan on keeping it in this format is if I was to move to a banned state, or if they were planning to ban it here. See, this gun was made in 1993, so that means it was made before the weapons ban. And if it was made before the weapons ban, in order to, you know, I could upgrade the stock, but in order to keep it from being in a rifle that I can have in a banned state, where they've banned these, is from the 94 ban to be exact, is I have to keep it all original. But if I get like a new stock and new parts, then that banned pre-ban goes away. So today I bought a new mag for it. This is the third mag that I've got for it. This one right here is made in Korea by SGM Tactical. It is a 30 rounder. You'll see here in a bit where I shot 30 rounds out of it. I like it. It's a really good gun, you know. It's one of the best AK variants that you can get out there. And with Chinese, with Chinese variants, how you can tell it's a Chinese, if you ever see another AK out there, there's many of them. There's Romanians, Bulgarians, Russians, obviously, Albanians, I believe, and Yugoslavian. But anyway, yeah, and Egyptian and all the other stuff, like Madi, which is almost like a MAK90 sporter. But anyway, this one right here has a hooded front sight. So on other AK variants, you will not see a hooded, it'll be cut. You will not see a full circle. That's one thing I like about it. This one has a 30 round mag, obviously. All the other mags are 30 round mags. And it's pretty easy to take this apart. So what I'm going to do is, I shot it today, so I'm going to take the mag off. We're going to do a quick cleaning. So I'm going to take off the dust cover. Push the dust cover in. So once you do that, it's usually fairly simple. Hold on. Let me push this down, pull up. So once you push it down, push the spring, there's a button right here, you push it in, the dust cover comes off. So here's the dust cover. And here is the spring. This right here is a spring for the recoil. When it shoots, this action comes back like this, and that spring pushes it forward. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take out the bolt along with the piston. So right here's the piston. See, I shot 30 rounds out of it earlier today. This part right here is what catches the gas. Every time you pull the trigger, because mine's semi-automatic, every time you pull the trigger, gas comes up, hits this piston comes back, it ejects around. This recoil spring pushes on it, pushes forward, pushes a new round in, which is awesome. You know, it's a pretty awesome, simple mechanism that the Kalashnikov guy designed. So, since we shot it today, I will be using a bore snake. So I like using the bore snake. Usually I find out this one sweep and I'm good, especially for my assault rifles, or assault style rifles I should say. And I love using hops number 9. I love the smell of it. It works great. It's awesome, especially in the spraying format. I've used it before where you'd have to dip it in, but I love using this, man. It's simple. So just go ahead, spray it in, let it go down, watch it drip out a little bit. So it's gonna drip. Yep, there it goes, starting to drip. I'm gonna turn it this way, let it sit in there for a little second. So what that solvent is doing is taking out all the burnt powder, it's breaking it down and taking out the copper fouling. See what I use in this gun is it's Wolf ammunition, 124 grain, and they're full metal jackets. So all I'm getting is copper fouling in the barrel, so pretty simple. I haven't shot no lead rounds. So I'm gonna do that, one pass, pull through. It's gone through. Wow. Look how clean that is, man. Wow. Almost see down it. Pretty cool. So I'm going to put that back over here. I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it off to the side. And usually I use old socks for rags. So for this part, the gas tube, what I will be doing is I'm going to be spraying it. So I spray it, let it sit for a second. I'm going to take my trusty sock, I'm going to wipe it down. So there's a lot of ammo out there that's corrosive. Wolf could be one of them. You know, all powder is made with, like a lot of powders are made with salts. Same thing with primers. And some of them are made from like ammonium. And that could eat your barrel and your piston. But anyway, this piston here is black. It's been like that since I've bought it. I haven't got to get any more clear. Maybe I'll use a little buffer pad for that. But anyway, here's the bolt. You know, make sure and clean that. The bolt does get some red in there, especially when you're shooting steel cased ammo. So I shoot a lot of steel cased ammo, so I'll make sure to get it's for the primer. It keeps the primer from getting wet. It's a lacquer. Yeah, lacquer. That's what I'm thinking about. So I usually clean off all the lacquer, clean the bolt. So this bolt here is nice and clean. Okay, now from there, So usually I wipe everything down in here after I've used it. Usually, like, because it's a semi-automatic and it's a, you know, you don't have to clean these guns if you don't want to. They'll always run. But I want this gun to last. You know, it's pretty much a collector's. Collectors collect these guns. I'm kind of a collector, and not only that, when I can't use my stuff anymore, maybe I want my son to have them. Maybe something bad happens and I'll need it. We can never be too sure. So what else I could do if I want to is I could take this up. But anyway, I pull this forward and this gas tube comes off. I could clean that also, but I don't feel that really I need to right now. It was only 30 rounds. I mean, I should, but they make these all over the place. So I just like the MAK90. The MAK90 is a beautiful specimen of a variant, especially with the Chinese. They try to do a good job when they were making it. Now, I know everything's made in China, and people say, oh, it's Chinese this, Chinese that. If you do your research, you'll see that the MAK90 is one of the best AKE variants that you can get out there, especially because it's being a thicker steel receiver. But you can find the milled ones also. Mine ain't milled. Mine is a stamped 1.6 millimeter receiver. And you can see all the rivets in it, which I like. Now, if I was to find a Polytech, I would keep that. That means it's been built for one whole piece. So my guns, you know, they come with, I mean, my cleaning kit. I also have Hops number 9 oil. You guys all know about it. I usually use, you know, put the Genesis mount on the rails. Stick that here. Usually I run some through the barrel, but I don't feel the need for it today, especially it being a chrome line barrel. So next thing, I'm going to put the bolt back on the bolt carrier. You don't need to. You know, it being a again an AK-47, it'll keep running anyway. But I like to put a drop of oil just on the follower where the bolt follows this divot right here. So there's a line that follows to keep open and closing. I think it's good practice, especially if you want to oil where metal has contact with other metals. You don't want your gun to wear out prematurely. So once I got that in, what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab your piston along with your bolt. You're gonna put the piston in the top part where the gas chambers, where the gases escape, the gas tube. You're gonna make sure your bolt's forward. You're gonna push your AK-47 bolt down. There's gonna be a little bit of tension, only due to the trigger being down there. You know, the trigger's back right now. Usually I keep it back, and you're gonna slide it forward. Oh, slide it forward. So there's a trigger right there, just hammer right here. The trigger's mechanism right there, but this is the hammer. This is what hits right here. Man, it's a beautiful, beautiful machine. I can't wait to get it Cerakoted. This gun has like a couple little tiny brown spots that you can hardly see. But me, I'm very meticulous. I like my stuff to look perfect and stay perfect. So anyway, see, watch, you'll see. So when you say you shoot, so right here I shoot, the hammer goes forward, the hammer strikes the firing pin, bullet goes off, it goes back like this again, goes forward, resets it, let go, and pull it again, start all over again. So that's how you clean your MAK90, Chinese MAK90. I had fun shooting it. It's an awesome gun. I also did a Glock 40 10mm video today. But what happened was when I pushed record, I thought I was recording. It wasn't recording. I used up all my ammo. So I'm sorry guys, I can't bring you a Glock 40 video yet, but I will sometime in the near future, maybe tomorrow. Whoa. Alright guys, thanks for coming to the Bush Bunker and watching this video, and please like, share, subscribe, comment on what you want to be seeing fired next. What I have next to fire is a Norinco SKS, a Type 56 SKS, a 308, and a Glock G40 10mm. Let me know what you guys want to see next.